Hey, it's the Nerdy Sports Fan. We're into week 3 of the NFL action. And let's talk Monday Night Football. Bears at Washington. Now, the line on this game, 6.5 in favor of the Bears. I don't understand where anybody's pulling that number from. I don't. Like, they scored 3 points against, granted, a very good defensive team in Green Bay. They just barely beat the Broncos, who are a bad team. What kind of production do you expect out of this offense? Because I don't expect any. They don't have a quarterback, okay? They drafted the wrong guy. Mitch Trubisky, I get it, he's still young, he's only in like his 3rd season, but he's not it, okay? Deshaun Watson, Pat Mahomes, those guys should have been the pick. Really, everybody thought Watson was the pick. And Mitch Trubisky's name comes up. It's just idiotic to me. I don't see them beating a potent Washington team by 6.5. I don't see them winning the game. Okay? Until they can consistently get offensive production, I'm not putting them in the winners column. I'm just not. They should have beat the Broncos. They did. I get it. But it was just barely. With some officials' help. Okay? Some questionable penalties against the Broncos and some questionable timekeeping at the end of that game is what made it so the Bears would win. So, all rights, they should be 0-2. They're not, but they should be. And this game, in my mind, would have made it 0-3. I have Washington winning this game. This offense looks much better than what it was expected to be. Case Keenum is not the kind of quarterback that's going to lose games for you. He's just not going to win you games either. So, with Scary Terry taking those deep balls on the outside and still having Josh Doxson out there spelling that, you got a lot of threats to deal with. So I don't think the Bears hold that team down all game. The Bears have a fantastic defense, okay? But this Washington team will get 14 to 20 points against them. They will, because they have offensive depth. And they're going to get plenty of possessions because the Bears' offense can't stay on the field because Mitch Trubisky can't complete a damn pass when he needs to. And they still haven't figured out that David Montgomery should be the only person they're giving the damn ball to. So, Chicago needs to get out of their own way. They need to dedicate to the running game, dedicate to David Montgomery, because he's so clearly the best running back, you shouldn't even think about the other options. Mitch Trubisky should be a second option for this offense. That's where he is comfortable. They are trying to throw the ball too goddamn much. All right? Take the ball out of his hands, put it into Montgomery's hands, let it be a run-first offense, and then you can get some over-the-top with Robinson. Okay? Then you can get those over-the-top plays, make them easier with play action. It is such a simple concept. It's insane. I don't understand why Matt Nagy hasn't figured that out. The guy's got to get his head out of his ass and realize that the complex offense he wants to run isn't something his quarterback is capable of. Stop just jerking your own ego all over the fucking field and just let the guys play the football that they're capable of. That's my soapbox, okay? The Bears should be beating the hell out of teams. They're not, because their coach hasn't figured out that his staff isn't suited for the offense he wants to play. So, until he does, they are not favorites in my mind. Washington is going to win this game because of bad coaching on the Bears' side of things. Washington has a good offensive scheme, a solid defense, a solid offense. They cannot be overlooked And they're going to be, because the Bears just don't have the right leadership as far as coaching goes right now. Fantasy starts. Put Montgomery in there. They might figure it out this week. He's a flex play. Nobody else for the Bears because Trubisky hasn't figured it out yet. Start the Bears defense because they're still going to keep the game tight and they're going to get turnovers, they're going to get sacks, and depending on how your league scores things, that's going to be enough. But as far as Washington goes, Terry McCollum, I think the last name is, if he's not already picked up in your league, he should be. He is a legitimate every week start, at least as a wide receiver 3 or a flex, because he is the best offensive talent on that team, and they use him. They will be getting deep targets down the field as much as possible, and especially against a team like Chicago, where you need the big play in order to do anything. This is a Terry McCollum game. So he's going to get his. He's going to get like 120 yards and a score, so put him in your lineup. Otherwise, I don't see a value in anybody on Washington because the Bears' defense is just too damn good. So put Scary Terry out there, put David Montgomery out there, bench everybody else except for the Chicago defense. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Hit up the rest of the videos to see who you should be sitting and starting.